So we spent the night cozied up in a Walmart parking lot. This Walmart actually has solar panels over top of the entire parking lot area, so we had to pick a corner way off to the side so we could get solar in the morning because they're stealing up all the sun. But we're in the town of Truth or Consequences. We did some research last night and discovered that it's named that because there was a TV show, well, radio show first, then TV show, that had a 10-year anniversary competition, and the first town to rename their town to the same name as the TV show would have the 10th anniversary episode aired from that town. And the old host of that show apparently came here for 50 years afterwards, once a year, to come to the Fiesta Festival. Fiesta Festival, is that like a... Anyway. So we're going to go see some of the hot springs, because that is actually what Truth or Consequences is actually known for. So we're going to get a real hot spring experience today. Couldn't find a link to any of the wild ones though. So we're going to go to one, pay a couple bucks to soak in some hot mineral water.
You're going to get yours, baby.
So we opted to go to the Riverbend Hot Springs. It's not the oldest or the first or anything, but what they do have is they have hot spring pools right on the Rio Grande River. So we got in. It's only about $10 a person for an hour. Not too bad. And we got nice, really clean shower facility. So we got a shower out of it, and we also filled up our water bottles and filled the tank up with water. So all in all, we definitely got our money's worth.
We always make sure we get our money's worth.
We always make sure. It was so relaxing. It was so nice. I'm always kind of like hesitant about paying to go to a hot spring because I want to go to like a wild one, but the wild one was never going to be that nice. So it's really relaxing and nice to be there for sure.
So we're on our way to Albuquerque on the highway, and we saw this big monument statue thing from the highway, so we drove up to it to see what it is. No idea. There's a quote inside of the statue, and it says, "Though we travel the world over to find beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not." Champ has a thorn in his paw.
He always gets thorns in his paw.
For the 100th time in the desert. But he won't let me touch it. No. It's gotta be Surgery Simon.
I'm an expert at thorn removal. You probably didn't know that about me. But when it comes to thorn removing and puppy coddling, it doesn't get any better than this. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, right,
oh, poor puppy.
Champ, we all know which one you love more.
Yeah, live.
Who's the one you were licking yesterday?
Shelby's being chased by a bee right now.
Stop filming me.
What's wrong, Shelby?
There's a big fucking bee is just like chasing me. It knows. There it is. It's coming for you. It just knows. It knows I hate it. Go away.
Shelby's really afraid of bees, apparently. This is a new thing. Seagulls and bees.
I don't like bees. I don't like bees, and they're annoying. They're annoying just like mosquitoes. They buzz in your ear.
Here they are, just aiming.
The only pleasure you get is that if they sting you, they die.
Apparently Champ is also having a hard time because of the bee. Champ, what's wrong? What are you doing? Ugh, gross.
Oh, my face. Yeah? Yeah, you wouldn't be laughing if it was a crab. If it was like a flying crab coming at you. Crab.
So, we did a long haul of driving interstate mostly, up the I-25, I think. Anyway, we're just made it to Albuquerque, and we finally found a good Wi-Fi connection. We've been sitting in the Starbucks for now like 3-4 hours. You know, I was uploading stuff for tomorrow and the day after. I was right up to the line. So it looks like soon we might be switching back to every other day for a while and then back to every day. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, long haul driving, not exactly my favorite. Don't particularly like driving interstates. But what are you going to do? We have a time deadline. We wanted to get to Santa Fe. Change of plans last minute. That's what we do, you know. We haul. So we're going to get to Santa Fe tomorrow. We're going to see as much as we possibly can, and then we're going to get down to Austin as quickly as possible. And we're going to try as hard as we can not to miss that much, but I know we're going to miss quite a lot. It's just leaving us room for next season. So next season we'll be able to come down to New Mexico again and see it all over again and enjoy it. But for tonight, we're going to make some spaghetti, and I don't know. We had some ambitions of making it downtown, but we'll see how that goes. No plan is concrete when you live in a van. Before we get started with dinner, I just wanted to say one thing. As you can see, I'm actually right outside the Starbucks. Like, my front bumper is about 4 feet from the front window of the Starbucks. There's about 8 or 9 people sitting right there, and they're facing my front window, and they can see everything I'm doing in here. They can see me cooking, they can see me hanging out with Champ, they can see me talking to the camera right now. And I just want to say that's fine. My biggest technique for stealth camping, honestly, is to be loud and be proud in a parking lot somewhere, and then drive a couple kilometers and camp somewhere else. When we're ready to go to bed, when we're ready to crawl up in bed, maybe watch a couple episodes of our favorite TV show in bed, that's when we drive to the next spot, pack everything up, and that way when we wake up in the middle of the night because somebody's knocking on the door telling us we gotta go, if that ever happens, we're ready to drive because we've already packed everything away. And that's a big part of stealth camping, is always being ready to drive, because you never know. Sometimes belligerent drunks out there bashing his head against the side of your van. I mean, it's never happened to us. We had a guy puke on it once, but, you know, that wasn't too bad. It was the lady afterwards. She was nuts. Anyway, it's one of the lessons I've learned by living in this van, is that you really have to be prepared to move at any time. So it's nice to be loud and proud when you can, and to be prepared to move at any time when you need to.
You guys here? Drink?
Sometimes I forget to put the vent on, and that's not good. Shelby, I don't know if you can tell, her little red head is right over there. I just texted her with my phone to tell her to come out here and have some dinner. So I often like to think of myself
As the sauce boss?
as the housewife,
Oh.
but neither do we live in a house, nor am I a wife. So
We should change that. Do you want to be
I
my
am.
wife?
Yes, I'll be your wife. Are you trying to wife me? If you like it, Shelby, you should put a ring on it.
Okay, I'll put a ring on it. I don't have anything.
I'm waiting.
Oh, here.
That'll have to do.
Now you can't get rid of me.
Hey, pretty lady, you want to go to Knob Hill with me?
Knob Hill?
Knobby, knobbly knobs.
Sure.
It's a neighborhood based entirely on the commerce of knobs. So they've got lots of knobs.
Doorknobs?
All kinds of knobs.
Knee knobs?
That's not a knob.
I don't know, seems kind of knobby.
You're a dobby knobby. Okay, so the actual reason for Knob Hill is it's like this old Route 66 kind of like tourist part of Albuquerque. So like before it was just kind of a nicer neighborhood of Albuquerque, had good restaurants and stuff, and then it just kind of blew up with Route 66, but it's been kind of stuck in that time, and only just recently has been more reappropriated into kind of a hipster neighborhood. But it's got a lot of history, and you can see it in all the neon, especially. The neon's the big thing.
Well, what was once cool will one day be hipster, right?
You
Yes.
guys here to drink? You guys here to drink?
So it's a little bittersweet. This area of Albuquerque is actually really, really cool. And I wasn't expecting this. I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting anything from Albuquerque. I have no idea. But it's kind of a shame because we're going to have to hit the road tomorrow and try and get up to Santa Fe. It just sucks because we're kind of rushing it. And I know we're going to miss a lot of stuff. And I know there's probably some stuff we should have seen. But it's a good way to cap off a night. And you know what, even though I drove like 4 hours on the interstate and I spent 4 hours in a Starbucks, I still feel like I did a lot today, so I don't mind.